Performance Company. They're skiing up at Alta. A little snow today in Salt Lake City. The Hunstman Center is nice and warm and dry, thank goodness. The Wyoming Cowboys come in at 11-7, but they're 1-2 right now in the conference. Anthony Blakes, Chris McMillan, the guards. We told you about Jones. Marcus Bailey also a forward, but Josh Davis a real key. 13.5 points. He's third in the Mountain West in rebounding. 8.5 rebounds a game. Steve McLean in his second year. Last year, 18-10, second round of the NIT. The Utes of Utah, 13-3. Hanno Medela back, 21 points, 5 rebounds a game. A real key to the backcourt. Jeremy Killian and Gary Colbert. How can they play against Blakes and McMillan? Jensen and Althoff, very talented big kids. Speaking of big, Rick Majerus' record is big. 350 career wins. His 11th season at Utah. Medela and Davis to jump it up. And it's Davis and Wyoming that controls. They'll re-jump it.
Our officials today, David Hall and Bob Staffen from Denver. Hall threw it up. And Dwayne Allen is from Idaho Falls, Idaho.
And we're underway. Chris McMillan with the ball. Wyoming feels if there's a spot they may have an advantage, Irv, it's in the backcourt.
They're very athletic. They're not a real big team, but they really pound the glass pretty good. And they're going to have to against this big front line.
Driving to the bucket is Davis. He'll pull up. Can't finish. And there you have it. Exhibit A. An offensive rebound. McMillan the miss. Another offensive rebound. And a steal by Colbert. Utah's first possession. This is Jensen. Althoff. Medela trying to post up down low. Killian off a screen.
They'll try and get Davis in foul trouble. He gets in foul trouble real easy, and he's the key. He's a tough kid.
Series history is an interesting one because these two teams did not play last year, nor did they play in '97. But it's been a long history. Wyoming is the last team to beat Utah in a conference game. It was up in Wyoming in '97, or rather in '98. Jensen, a long three. He's got that kind of range.
Right to Centerville, Utah. This guy just comes off a hard pick, gets the job done.
Utah out to a good start. Utah is second in the country in three-point shooting, 42%. This is Blakes who misfires. Utah will run when they get an opportunity.
Go late, go late.
Jensen working against Marcus Bailey. Medela backing in on Jones.
He is so tough. Steve McLean wanted to travel. The official didn't see it that way. See if Wyoming drives.
Blakes with the ball. 19 points, 10 rebounds. His last game against Brigham Young. Jones on Althoff. His spin. And Wyoming cold from the field. They've missed their first 5 shots. Althoff missed the dunk.
They got a break. They being Wyoming. They didn't get back. Early offense from the Utes almost paid off.
Driving is Blakes. And it's a block. Count the bucket. Anthony Blakes.
You know, he was one of the leaders in 4 WAC categories a year ago. Junior college transfer, Arizona Western. You mentioned the guard line is really a good one. And it truly is. Look at these guards. They've done a great job. Tell you something, you better get Wyoming this year because Udaway is back next year.
Ugo Udezaway.
Yeah, well, it's easy for you to say. Plus his cousin, they tell me he's even better. They got a transfer sitting out from Iowa State. This Steve McLean worked for Billy Tubbs. He likes to get it up and down the court. They're going to be good.
It's a 3-point play for Blakes. It was one hot Cowboy coming into this one. Medela. Jones with a reach.
Medela beat him to the turn that time, Rich, and Jones with a shove. You're going to get a foul, get a good one. That wasn't much of a foul.
Steve McLean told us today they want to force Medela to the outside. They don't want to chase him around screens on the inside. They want him to beat him from the outside.
Have you seen him smile? This second game we've done. Have you seen him smile yet? This guy's all right. This guy's all business.
This is only the second game he's played without the knee brace. The first was last weekend against Brigham Young. Altoff back out to Killian. Altoff gets it right back. Air ball, and Medela will pick up a foul.
Got on the back. Utah spins that basketball. That's 2.
That's 2 on Medela.
He's coming out. We saw this last week in Provo. Utah spins that ball around. That's the old Jack Ramsey theory. Reverse it. They do a heck of a job. They just don't settle for a shot. Now, Medela is going to sit down. We saw Jensen have to do this last week.
Medela, of course, got the block on the Blake's drive. Phil Cullen comes in for Utah. Cullen's a good one as well at 6'9".
Rick Majerus has a lot of big bodies. He can throw a lot of fouls at you.
Wide open is McMillan. That's not his strong point, but he hits the 3. He had hit only 16% of his three-point shots coming in, and Rick Majerus does not like what he sees. He will burn a timeout. Wyoming in Utah, 3 minutes in, and the Pokes are up by a point.
If you're looking for a family adventure, National Car Rental knows the best place to go is the Walt Disney World Resort. You see, National gets you to all the exciting new rides and attractions fast. For a magical adventure your family will never forget. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go with National Car Rental, the official car rental company of the Walt Disney World Resort. Let's go.
You're watching KJAZ Television, home of the Mountain West Conference and ESPN's regional telecast. Today's game is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. Your Utah Dodge dealer, Dodge Different. Smith's Food and Drug Center, market fresh every day. Proform Health and Fitness, get there, R.C. Willey. Nobody beats R.C. Willey, nobody. And by AT&T, it's all within your reach, AT&T.
One of your favorites is back, the Enchilito from Taco Bell.
Gooey.
Your choice of seasoned beef, grilled all white meat chicken or marinated steak, and tons of other tasty stuff.
Gooey.
Wrapped in a warm flour tortilla and smothered in lots of zesty red sauce.
Gooey.
And covered with lots of melted gooey cheese.
Yes, gooey cheese.
The Gooey Enchilito is back, starting at just 99 cents for a limited time. If it's a grande taste at a local value, it could only be at
Gooey.
Only at Taco Bell.
3 minutes in, Wyoming is up 6-5. If you're looking for the latest in stats, numbers, and information on the Mountain West Conference, you can log on to the Mountain West Conference website, www.mountainwestconf.com. Don't forget the conf, Irv.
I won't.
Or else you'll be surfing in cyberspace. You'll never land there.
Yeah.
All right,
you saw McMillan. If McMillan plays well, they really do a good job. He is the key for this ball club, in my opinion.
Jensen, double team. Kicks it out to Cullen. His baseline jumper won't go, and here comes Wyoming. Blake's in transition.
Good job of stopping the break. Now, we saw Utah choke the guards last week. I don't expect them to do it this week. They won't let the guards go to the bucket because you give up layups on the other end. They'll get back in the transition.
This is Josh Davis over Altoff. Over everything. Colbert. Killian off a screen. Utah's guards did not score well in the Brigham Young game. Most of the scoring came from the front line. Killian trying to change that right now. He does with a nice fall away.
He's so strong. I think he's the strongest kid on their team. Bench is 280. Worked very hard on his shooting. Did a great job on the runner.
Jones. Ladarian Jones. His first 2.
He started some ball games down at Clemson. This guy is a pretty good basketball player, and I like the way he's gone to the hole in the 2 possessions that he's had. He doesn't need to shoot follow-away. Yesterday had 4 fouls the other night, and he needed to go to the hole and get him out of there.
Jensen held by Marcus Bailey. The roles of Jones and Davis really changed with the loss of Ugo Udezaway out. Udezaway, a big 6'8" power forward, will get 2 years. He did get the medical red shirt. He'll be a junior next year. Rick Majerus, Steve McClain, Wyoming, and Utah.
Why are business travelers choosing Sleep Inn? The well-lit grounds, the electronic locks, the walk-in showers, complimentary breakfast, Because it's a place that understands the needs of the business traveler. It's all those things. Plus the service.
Hey, knock it off.
Is incredible. If you're traveling on business, stay at Sleep Inn, in a class by itself.
Remember life in the fast lane?
I do.
First you meet, then you get married, and things slow down.
Yeah, right.
To help you keep up, drive the supercharged Regal GS Sport Sedan. Plenty of room, standard traction control, and the most power in its class. Hey, you haven't slowed down. Why should your car? Regal by Buick, official car of the supercharged family.
We got a great big convoy rocking through the night, yeah. We got a great big convoy. Ain't he a beautiful sight? Can you see it, mister? An army of Priceline.com users, millions strong. Saving our own price for airline tickets, hotel rooms, and more. We're saving a truckload of cash. Good buddy, you coming along for the ride? We're gonna roll this truckin' convoy. Across the USA, convoy!
Wyoming with an 8-7 lead. The Cowboys trying to do something that no other team has done since 1996. 45 straight. Utah has won at home. Duke, Cincinnati, and the Weber State Wildcats, who actually beat Utah at home in Ogden, Utah.
They're just up the road a little bit. Bob Staffen spots a foul. So Utah going inside. Ball inbound. And right now, Wyoming is winning the war of the offensive backboard. That's something they thought they had to do. Utah without an offensive rebound. That'll change.
Cullen missed the three. Jones with the rebound. Here comes Wyoming.
A heck of a block out by Jones. Tagged him and blocked out.
This is Blake's, and he will get a free throw. How about that?
Wyoming bench is to our left. Rich, they just went wild. Huge bucket by Blake. He's extremely athletic. Also made the all-WAC defensive team. Harvey will come in for Jarris. Take a look at this shot. This is an NBA-type shot. Watch the lean. Beats Killian. Killian hits him on the arm. Gets continuation. Pretty.
And Blake's will get a free throw. What amazes me about Blake's serve is his rebounding. He's gone for 16 and 19 points in both of his last games, but he's had 10 rebounds in each of those last two games.
See, I look at him, and I see somebody who could play a corner in the National Football League with that quickness and that toughness. And you're right, he will go out and get it on the glass. He'll lay a little bone on you, too. Watch it.
An 11-2 run right now.
Remember, Medal is sitting down. He didn't break a sweat, and he had to go down, get out of there with 2 fouls.
Nice pickup by Davis. Wyoming playing well early on. McMillan, Blake's. Oh, nifty move, but Jones couldn't hold it. Harvey got a hand on it, and it will stay a Wyoming ball.
He got through that gap pretty good. Watch this move. It's worth it. Now, this guy's clever. I saw him against New Mexico, and he really showed me something. That's not easy. Utah gets a hand on it before the effort and thought was there.
Blake was down, and it was Harvey that came up with the ball, and he rolled over. It's a travel.
Can't roll over. That pivot foot usually flops, particularly when you try and stand up.
Good point. McMillan now. Todd Harvey in the lineup along with Gary Colbert for Utah at the guard spot. Killian is on the bench. McMillan. Blake's. Bailey. Wow, a long one by Blake. Out top the rebound. Ano Medela on the bench with 2 quick fouls. Cullen posting up on Jones.
Wyoming's really playing good defense. They're contesting everything, making them go from the outside, blocking out effectively. They lead by 4. Here comes some folks off the bench for Wyoming, also Utah.
Phil Cullen, the sophomore out of Chelan, Washington. 6 points and 2.5 rebounds. He's the guy that started in place of Hano Medela when Medela was down with an injury. Jeremy Jimmy Killian back in for Utah. So it's Killian and Harvey now in the backcourt.
Killian matches with Bradley Mann, who's their three-point shooter.
McMillan working on Harvey. Getting by Harvey. And stepping out of bounds. It's a turnover for Wyoming. And McMillan thought he was bumped.
Here's a look at Steve McLean, won a national junior college championship at Hutchinson. A lot of contacts.
Jeff Johnson in the ball game for Utah.
I think he's an impossible match. I watched him last week. There wasn't anybody on BYU's roster that could match him. Tough kid, off a mission. Just a very difficult matchup with his size and quickness.
Jensen. He's already hit a three. He'll take another. Davis the rebound. Here comes McMillan. Brett McFall has checked into the Wyoming lineup. There's a long three from Davis that won't go. McFall beats Jensen to the rebound and then is fouled.
McFall is a gym rat. Coach's kid, likes to play Olathe, Kansas, as you look at his coach. And he just out-hustled him. 14 fouls on Utah, 3 on the University of Wyoming as Sharp comes into the basketball game. He got some quality minutes in the BYU game. Look at the hustle here by McFall. This is what it takes. You're going to win some basketball games. You got to have people really fussing. He did right there.
Jensen picks up his first personal. Fresh shot clock for Wyoming. Jones the turnaround. This is Harvey. Jensen for three. Althoff the follow.
Nobody laid a body on him. And Althoff, who I'm not sure he realizes just how good he could be. He just walks in easy.
Josh Davis over Jensen. It's the first we've heard from Josh Davis, leading scorer for this Cowboy team, along with Anthony Blakes.
He's recruited hard by Gonzaga, Boise. He's up from your part of the country, Salem, Oregon kid, tough kid.
And just a sophomore. Jensen. He draws contact, and Alex Jensen will go to the line.
There's a great lean in. Just knows how to play basketball. He leans in, draws the contact. Watch this. As a young player, you want to see how you drive. Look at two people on him, but he leans in, takes care of the pivot foot. He'll go to the line. Maybe the most unknown player in the country who's really good.
You know, everyone labels him an overachiever, and I think it's an inaccuracy and an injustice to Jensen, because the hustle, the intelligence, to me, those are skills, and they're skills that Jensen brings every night.
And boy, is he going to be a success, whatever he chooses to do. Just a nice guy.
Alex Jensen hits a couple. Utah down by 2 at home.
Life is but a dream.
It's the fastest growing sport in the country. A sport defined by performance, determination, and teamwork. The pros know when conditions lean to the extreme, you gotta go with the performer. And the 66 team is driven to perform. To protect your engine start to finish, drive with Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Premium Quality Motor Oil.
Proof again that Phillips 66 is the performance company.
great start for Wyoming, but some bad news. Anthony Blake's left ankle, during the timeout, they rewrapped it, and Blake's with a little bit of a concerned look on his face.
He leads all scorers with 6. He's been terrific. See if he can give it a go.
So without Blake's now, Wyoming will stick with Brett McFall at that off-guard spot. This is McFall right now, working against Adam Sharp. Bradley Mann in the game. Mann misses his first shot. Davis comes away with a rebound. Mann will shoot it again and miss it. Boy, right off the bench, he fired a couple. And McFall will pick up a foul, his first.
Mann's one of the best three-point shooters they've ever had at University of Wyoming. Boy, those two went too good. This isn't good news. Blake's is walking, limping behind us, hopping on one foot with the trainer going to the, looks like he's going to the Utah dressing room.
Well, they're without Hugo Adejaway, and now it looks like they're without Anthony Blakes. But still, Wyoming has a 2-point lead in Utah. Jensen driving, no whistle. Jensen gets the bucket.
Dwayne Allen did a good job. That was a flop all the way. We're tied.
Davis, bang.
Oh,
how about that?
Well, I tell you what, they get across half court. Any shot in North America looks like, doesn't it?
And the Cowboys hit another 3. It's a 3-point Wyoming lead. The Hunstman Center is not quite full, and it's very quiet today.
Yeah, it really is. You cast them from the outside like that, it's going to open some things up in the middle a little later on. There's a message there Steve McLean is sending.
Johnson to Harvey. He'll take the 18-footer. Oh, my. Phil Cullen was up. Or rather, it was Pusey who was up, and Mike Pusey goes down hard.
All right, Dwayne Allen makes a call that Steve McLean doesn't like. All right, let's pick it up. They get him for the elbow. Harvey, the outside shot. Boy, I tell you, see, that's a tough call. You go either way on that one. Fortunately, nobody's hurt bad.
The foul goes on Josh Davis. It's his first.
Josh Davis got 2 quick ones the other night.
Loose ball, Wyoming ball. Here comes McFall. Against Jensen, and McFall's going to get caught for the chicken wing because he elbowed Jensen on the spin.
That's 16 fouls for the Cowboys. Big concern on this bench next to us is Blake. Watch the spin move right here by McFall. Once again, this kid who really works hard. They look pretty good. A little magic play here against Larry Bird. Changed the NCAA completely.
1979 National Championship game. Johnson out to Jensen. Jensen's missed his last 3 3-point shots. Althoff in the lane. Tough to miss from that close.
He's so tough. He's bigger than anybody out there, plus he has some ability. That combination is pretty good.
McMillan misses badly on a 3. Utah has some momentum here, though it's still a 1-point Wyoming lead. And a travel by Johnson. Wyoming will launch them. Mountain West leaders, and Colorado State, Utah, and BYU are also the country's leaders. They're 1, 2, 3 in the nation in 3-point percentage. There's another 3 by Jones. Rebound by Marcus Bailey.
Bailey is a freshman who could really be good. He's got to shoot the basketball more. They just can't get him to shoot enough. He led the state of Wyoming in scoring last year.
Jones with a nice jump hook. Ladarian Jones now with 4.
Guy we featured at the top, and he is going to the hole, giving the officials a decision. Doing a good job.
Wyoming up 3. Anthony Blakes has not returned to the Wyoming bench. Nate Althoff, 6 points now.
6'11", out of Delano, Minnesota. He has no idea how good he could be. You talk to Rick Jarrett, he'll tell you.
Jones. On the miss, Harvey. And here comes Wyoming, right back to work. Chris McMillan, their little point guard.
Utah did a good job getting back. They had 3 people back.
Johnson denies, and he's going to pick up a foul on the reach over Justin French. Utah in the top 20. Actually, they're number 20. Ole Miss in overtime upsets Auburn. So Auburn goes down on the road. Duke a winner at Wake Forest. UConn at halftime with an 8-point lead. Missouri big over Kansas. Kansas, number 8, goes down. It's not a good day to be in the top 25.
Missouri doesn't have much inside strength. They're a perimeter shooting team, and they're good at everything. Well done.
Michigan State with the win. And a turnover by Wyoming. How long can the Pokes hold out without Anthony Blakes? Because Blake's not only a double-digit scorer, but also a double-digit rebounder.
Plays defense. That's tough.
Killian got it. It's a 3. Jeremy Killian with 5 points, and Utah is back on top.
He's a good shooter. 34-inch vertical leap. Competitor. Like him.
Here comes Colbert. And a walk. Turnover by Utah.
Timeout on the ball. Timeout.
Steve McLean and the Cowboys of Wyoming playing well. Utah up 2.
Why are business travelers choosing Sleep Inn? The well-lit grounds, the electronic locks, the walk-in showers, complimentary breakfast. Because it's a place that understands the needs of the business traveler. It's all those things. Plus the service.
Hey, knock it off.
Is incredible. If you're traveling on business, stay at Sleep Inn, in a class by itself.
Hey there, time for a holiday. So switch off your computers and take a national holiday with National Car Rental. Spend some time with National Heroes. Or visit a national treasure. Join the National Football League. Or take your kids to a national park. But wherever you go, National will get you there fast. Because with hundreds of locations nationwide, it's hard to find a place that's not a national city. Whoa! National Car Rental. What are you waiting for? Let's go!
Dodge Dakota brings you a startling new advancement. Doors, great big ones, on the driver's side. And the passenger side, each with windows that go all the way down. So what's the big deal about 2 great big wide opening doors? Nothing. But 4 is a different story. Real truck, real doors. Dodge Dakota Quad Cab. Different.
(20-18), Utah on top of Wyoming. 7.5 minutes left. First half in the Hunstman Center. In conference play over the last 5 seasons, 73-9, 5 consecutive conference titles. Last year unbeaten. In fact, the last conference game Utah lost was against Wyoming. Long 3 is good. Marcus Bailey.
Well, he just did more of that. You take a look at Rick Majerus. His first year here, that's coming over from Ball State. He had open heart surgery. Joe Cravens took the balls up. Rick bounced back, and he's just had a great run.
Cravens now, of course, the head coach at Weber State. They had a big win last night against Idaho State. Colbert cutting off the screen. Wyoming with a rebound. Marcus Bailey out to McMillan.
Good job getting back by Utah. Once again, they're not choking the guards. They're not rebounding the outside shoulder. They're just getting back.
Justin French. And it's a Utah ball.
During the timeout, Blakes was running in place behind us. Just have to see if he can go or not. He's over in the corner. You see him there trying to test it. I don't know if he turned it over or somebody stepped on his foot. They've retaped it.
He was walking very gingerly in the timeout. Nate Althoff is fouled. Marcus Bailey with the reach. Bailey's second personal.
And that's like stealing. There's no answer for Big Nate. He's stronger. He's bulked up.
Nate Althoff at the line now for Utah.
2 shots. There's a look at Blake's, averaging 14.6 rebounds a game. Althoff. It's his first. Coming up at the half, you don't want to miss the National Car Rental halftime report. We'll update you on everything in the Mountain West. Cedric Goodwin is a good one. He's from Colorado State. And we'll recap the first half. Irv Brown will be by to talk about Mr. Goodwin, who has a date tonight in the Marriott Center against Brigham Young. Colorado State and Brigham Young, 2 very good ball clubs. Richie McKay at Colorado State. Steve Cleveland really has Brigham Young playing well right now.
Nice.
McFall dumps it off. Should have been a foul. No call.
Boy, I tell you, Steve McLean has a right to be upset. All over.
Killian up top to
Trail
Jensen.
official.
And it's Cullen who misses. Jones has the rebound. And here comes McMillan. Working on Culver. McMillan. And it'll stay on Wyoming ball. McFall into Jones, working on Althoff. Althoff may have had a piece of that one. A 1-point Utah lead. Killian missed it. Here comes McMillan.
Numbers are right.
With McFall. McMillan lost the ball.
Culver did a good job.
Steve McLean playing shorthanded, not only without Ugo Adejaway, his fine forward who's been out since the 5th game of the season, but also without Anthony Blakes, who turned an ankle early in this game. Blakes had 6 quick points and has had to sit down for the rest of the half. There's a look at Blakes. Both teams started hot, Irv, and they've kind of cooled down.
Yeah, they're in the 30s.
Harvey.
Harvey's a good wideout. He played with J.R. Redmond at Carson High School. I thought he was going to go football in San Jose. Bob Staffin's got a foul.
Foul Cowboys number 52, Bradley Mann. His first.
All right, here's the effort here by Alex Jensen. There go the line. Remember, he hit a 3 earlier. Just does whatever it takes. Utah not as sharp in their half-court offense as we've seen it.
Bradley Mann picks up that foul.
Steve McLean having a nice visit with Dwayne Allen about farming. Dwayne is a farmer. I'm sure they're talking about crops, don't you think?
Maybe, maybe not. So Jensen stretches it to a 3-point Utah lead.
There's a foul underneath. Close men lean on each other.
Yeah, Phil Cullen and Justin French.
French is a great story. For somebody out there thinks he can play and he doesn't get a scholarship. French didn't have a scholarship. Walked on. He's played a ton. Very popular player in Laramie. From Fort Collins, Colorado.
This is French. Over Cullen. Got it to roll. Justin French, with his first 2 points of the ball game, brings Wyoming within a point of Utah.
Oh boy, here's a pretty good one. Let's see who they nail. David Hall is going to nail Wyoming. Steve McLean is real happy.
Bradley Mann's going to pick up another one. He ran over Cullen.
That's 10 team fouls. That means you're shooting 2 pitches. Here it is. Well, I'll tell you, that looked like a pulling guard.
I think the combination of the push, and it looked like Cullen was off balance. It's a pretty obvious foul. In fact, they're calling it.
It's intentional.
Unintentional, or flagrant.
So that's 2 pitches and the ball.
Jensen misses the first.
Still waiting to see what happens with Blake. See if they can get him back after halftime. He wants to go. See what happens here. 2 officials getting together now. Wayne Allen and David Hall.
What's the discussion about here, Irv? Is it?
Beats me. It's 2 shots and the ball out of bounds. Oh, that. Wait a minute.
Well,
they got the wrong guy.
They put the wrong guy at the line.
This is going to be fun.
And Jensen missed the free throw.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Steve McLean's getting rid of his coat now. He's getting ready. Now they've missed the free throw.
Now the question here, Utah gets 2 free throws here, so Jensen's free throw doesn't.
They caught it before the second live ball. Sorry, the first live ball. So, this is going to be real popular in Wyoming.
Cullen, that's poetic justice for Steve McLean.
Let me tell you something now.
Not that it makes him any happier, but
now let me tell you something. Now, do you think Alex Jensen thought he was fouled, or you just think he went in there?
Well, I don't know. I think they felt it was a technical foul, and they could choose the shooter.
They caught it before the first live ball.
Well, Jensen's free throw percentage will get a little better because of it. But Phil Cullen hits 1 of 2. And here's the important part, as you pointed out, Irv. They get the basketball, Utah does, off the intentional foul.
And they haven't shot well. I expect that to pick up. They usually shoot the ball pretty good here at the Hunstman Center.
Harvey working against McMillan.
Good defense.
Jones got a hand on it. Wyoming, can they save it? Yes, they do. Wyoming ball. And the Cowboys right now down 2 without 2 of their top players. Hanging in there.
Well, the tempo favors them. It's scrappy. It's alley cat, and the calls will change. All right, so he's out of bounds. Here's Steve McLean. The calls will change. They always do. Right now, Utah's gotten the best of it.
Jones, man, got the 3. What a big sequence for Wyoming.
A man can shoot. Now, it didn't look like it the first 2 he pitched up there because he forced him, but they're pretty excited on the bench next to us. You know, everybody just assumes Utah is going to hammer everybody when you come in here. Wyoming ain't afraid. They're coming in and playing pretty tough.
And they're down, or they're up by 1 right now. They've had the lead off and on throughout this first half.
The key is they've hit the boards and they've rebounded. They haven't shot that well.
Harvey drains a 3, his first bucket of the day.
Got a lot of ability. Rick Majerus has him play 3 different positions, and he handles all of them.
Jones, a rare 3 from him, and it falls off.
Keep in mind, Medla didn't play at all.
Yeah, he's been in for 3 minutes of this first half. He picked up 2 quick fouls. That's a good point. Jensen.
Oh, he can do it.
Alex Jensen.
You got to dive. There's Medla. You got to dive the post, and Jensen has the basketball. You're not going to handle him one-on-one. It's just too clever.
Utah by 4. Man, another 3. Bang!
He has no conscience. I love man. Give me the ball. I'm hot. I'm money. And then he can shoot. I've seen him hit 6 in a row.
That's a big bucket for Wyoming. It brings the game back to a 1-point Utah lead. Pace of this game has picked up a little bit in these last few minutes. Cullen, 15-foot. Jensen, Kuzi, Jensen again.
That's one of the things that Rick Majerus has. He can put in so many big bodies. Not that many people know about Kuzi. He's just a young pup. Gives him a big body, comes in there, Roy, Utah, and gets some quality time.
Jensen is close to a double-double, 13.7 rebounds. And here comes Utah with a 3-point lead. 2 minutes left, first half, from the Hunstman Center. Jensen out top Kuzi. The big kids can handle the ball for Utah. Harvey, another 3. Got the roll.
That's the biggest lead of the night for the Utes. 1:37 left. Wyoming should spread the court this time. That's what Steve McLean wants. Boy, the Utah fans getting into it now.
Man, that was an unwise shot. I know he's got no conscience, but still, when you've got a 6'10" guy in your face and you're falling away from 26 feet, I think you can get a better shot than that. Utah with a run right now. They're up 6.
Why are business travelers choosing Sleep Inn? The well-lit grounds, the electronic locks, the walk-in showers, complimentary breakfast. Because it's a place that understands the needs of the business traveler. It's all those things. Plus the service.
Hey, knock it off.
Is incredible. If you're traveling on business, stay at Sleep Inn, in a class by itself.
Why is it that no matter where you are in the world, there is always a place for people to come together? When you think about it, it's simple. Humans are a social bunch. We need each other. That's why we fly more places than anyone else, because it's important for people to stay united.
No one looks at the markets with a more insightful eye than Barron's, offering timely coverage of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, everything investors need to stay informed. Subscribe now and you'll also receive this Barron's Stock Evaluator free. It lets your computer help you turn money into wealth. Get 13 weeks of Barron's and the Stock Evaluator, all for only $39. Call now toll-free.
800-334-6600. That's 800-334-6600.
Utah has a 6-point lead, 1.5 minutes left, first half. The Cowboys got an early lead. Saw Utah come back, and then Bradley Mann has drained a couple of 3-point shots.
Well, he can kill you if he gets on a roll. He's a guy everybody thought was going to go to Indiana State. He's got great range. You made a good point, though, that you don't shoot over a 6'10" guy who's got a hand in his face. That wouldn't be good. Steve McClain wasn't real happy with that effort.
But Wyoming not only got the ball back, fresh shot clock. Jones backing in over Althoff, blocked by Althoff, who will pick up a foul.
Hit him on the elbow, and that's a good place to hit him because you're not going to make the shot. That's 17 fouls on Utah. 1-1. Wyoming with 10. Utes are pitching them up twice during the last 2 possessions. I really like Jones' game tonight. He has taken it to the hole.
Started his career, of course, at Clemson. Came over when Larry Chiat got the head coaching job. Chiat's stay was just a year, and then Steve McClain last year. Jones with a couple free throws. And Utah is within 4. Next week, our Mountain West game of the week takes us to Moby Arena, Colorado State. The Rams take on the Running Rebels of UNLV. Kaspers Kambala, one of the leading scorers in the Mountain West. It's next Saturday, 1 Mountain, noon Pacific.
That'd be a good basketball game. They got a nice little inside-outside attack with UNLV. And CSU shoots the threes. We'll talk about Cedric Goodwin at halftime. One of the better players, not only in this league, but Western Mississippi. He can do a lot of things. There's a frustrated guy.
Ano Medal has been on the bench almost the entire first half with 2 fouls. Johnson, Althoff dropped it, but then got it back. Johnson, off balance, got his rebound, got another one, and scored.
He is so tough. Splendid splinter.
McMillan. Jones backing in on Althoff, wants the ball. Folks can't get it to him.
Nice.
McFall fouled Althoff, and McFall was planted in the basket standard.
McFall with a terrific drive. Gets his seam, goes to the hole. Remember, Utah's not going to give up a layup. They're going to sit down next to the coach if they do. Good quickness, good changeup. That's not easy. And then all that comes over him. I think Steve McClain would be thrilled to go in down just 5, 6 points at halftime.
Especially without Anthony Blake. And McFall McFall, who's a 76% free throw shooter, misses that one. Althoff sits down with 2 personals, and Phil Cullen is back in. McFall hits the second. Ladarian Jones will come out, and Antone Lostetter checks in for his first action for Wyoming.
Got a bad knee. Let's see if they go after him. Cullen is the guy he's checking.
Johnson to Jensen. Shot clock is off. McFall got a hand on it. Killian lost his balance. Wyoming has the ball, but not a lot of time. McMillan up the floor. McMillan in traffic, was bumped, and no whistle. Wyoming will head to the locker room. Down by 5. Rick Majerus and the Utah Utes have the nation's longest home court winning streak. And right now, they're up by 5. Stick around. We're back after this.
If you're looking for a family adventure, National Car Rental knows the best place to go is the Walt Disney World Resort. You see, National gets you to all the exciting new rides and attractions fast. For a magical adventure your family will never forget. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go with National Car Rental, the official car rental company of the Walt Disney World Resort. Let's go.
Looking into the bear's eyes, Tom fired. The bear didn't flinch. Welcome to Outdoor Life magazine, where for 100 years, sportsmen have pursued the big ones, the tough ones, and the sheer enjoyment of the outdoors. Call now and get a full year of Outdoor Life for just $1.50 an issue. Plus, this Mossy Oak rain jacket and this 100th anniversary collector's issue, both free. Call now and see what kind of excitement is waiting for you in Outdoor Life, the sportsman's authority.
She's athletic, but she's not a famous athlete. She's Nancy Peck, a professor of mechanical engineering, working to develop a new generation of composite materials for use in high-performance sports equipment, helicopters, and scientific equipment. When she's not in the lab, she's in the classroom, teaching undergraduate students. By involving students in her research, she's giving them a chance to apply what they learn in the classroom. That's the way a college education should be, and that's the way it is at the University of Wyoming.
We dare you not to watch UPN's new Super Tuesday. 2 daredevils risk their lives performing stunts never before attempted. He's awfully low. An all-new episode of I Dare You, the Ultimate Challenge. Next, these guys are pulling some stunts of their own. Eric Estrada guest stars on an all-new Shasta. Not gonna get that on Fox. Then, working with aliens really sucks. An all-new Dilbert.
Tuesday starting at 7 on KJazz TV.
Eyes of a puppy dog, lips made for sin. You're not dreaming. I'm for real. We got a call.
Hello.
Louis?
Yeah?
Louis?
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines coast to coast for $99 or less when you purchase tickets by February 2nd and travel Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
You are now free to move about the country.
What does Market Fresh mean to you? To Brandy Gibson, senior produce buyer at Smith's, it's knowing the finest growers, the ones who grow the very best. To Kyle Day, it's bringing his years of experience to quality control. To Larry Washington, Market Fresh means on-time delivery. And to Katana Phillips, it's using her skills to give you every penny's worth of freshness.
Smith's, Market Fresh every day. Smith's.
Brought to you by National Car Rental. What are you waiting for? Let's go! 37-32, Utah on top of Wyoming. Rich Waltz along with Irv Brown. Let's talk about this first half. Wyoming loses Anthony Bikes. They're shorthanded already without Udezaway, and they play like the Dickens. They played very hard. They hit their threes. They stayed in this game down 5 at the half.
I think they're in a great position because they'll come out and pitch up a lot of threes. The front line of Utah is unstoppable. The only thing that's stopping Medal is sitting down, but the other two, Althoff and Jensen, have been terrific. 21 between them. That's a tough, difficult assignment, those two.
All right, it's time now to take a look at the Mountain West Conference, the news and notes from around the conference, brought to you by Las Vegas. Make your plans to come to Las Vegas for the Mountain West Conference basketball tournament, March 8th through the 11th. Our news and notes, Rick Majerus. 350 career wins. He got it last week against Brigham Young. Air Force in triple overtime, beating San Diego State on the road, snapping that 31-game conference road losing streak. And Colorado State first in the NCAA in three-point field goal percentage. In fact, Colorado State, along with BYU and Utah, 1, 2, 3 in the country. Here are your standings going into play today. And, of course, there are games later on tonight in the conference as well. Utah all alone undefeated at 2-0. Our Phillips 66 Player of the Week in the Mountain West Conference. Look to Fort Collins. Look to Cedric Goodwin. 26 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 blocks in his last 2 ball games. He's our Phillips 66 Player of the Week. Let's take a closer look at the man they call Goody. If you ask college basketball fans across the nation, Cedric Goodwin's name might not ring a bell, but Mountain West coaches know him. 6'8", 230, a senior from Lubbock, Texas. He's carried the Rams to an 11-5 start. 19 points a game, 53% from the field. Team leader in assists and blocks. He's off to a great start.
I think his ability to step out on the perimeter and space the floor, and if you put a big guy on him, he's going to go right around him. If you put a guard on him, we'll just take him back to the block. So having that weaponry in your offensive scheme is huge and critical to what we do philosophically. But I talked about his unselfishness, and there's not many players at that ability that combine his skill level and his vision to find open players on the floor.
For the Rams to stay on their roll, Goodwin must stay hot. So far, he's done just that.
I just want to win. Like I said in there, it won't be fun losing this senior year. It's not fun really losing never, but especially senior year. So just want to do the best I can to help our senior year.
Our offense is going to be revolving around Goody, and if he can stay out of foul trouble and work hard on the defensive end, he'll have the minutes that he wants to have, and I want him to have, and consequently, I think that would lead to some success for our program.
Richie McKay is hoping that Mr. Goodwin shows up and plays well tonight because Colorado State is at BYU. It's a 5-point Utah lead at the half.
Thick towels, room service, Spectravision, in-flight movies, leg room, honey-roasted peanuts. Once upon a time, you had to be rich to live like a king, but not anymore. Not with Priceline.com. Now we can all name our own price for tickets on big, shiny planes, rooms in classic hotels. We can fly in bigger seats, sleep in better beds, eat our way through the mini bar. The king is dead. Long live the king.
It's the fastest growing sport in the country. A sport defined by performance, determination, and teamwork. The pros know when conditions lean to the extreme, you gotta go with the performer. And the 66 team is driven to perform. To protect your engine start to finish, drive with Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Premium Quality Motor Oil.
Proof again that Phillips 66 is the performance company.
This man has a secret. It's a secret that'll give you the edge in your career. Sculpt your body and take your love life to new heights. What's the secret? It's Men's Health. Every issue brings you tons of useful stuff on the topics that matter most to men, like how to build amazing abs, lose weight fast, slash your cholesterol 30 points in 30 days, plus have great sex every day until you die. Call now for your free trial issue. Get the latest health breakthroughs, answers to your intimate questions, plus step-by-step exercise posters. Discover what women want and why they have men spinning in circles. Call now for your free trial issue of Men's Health. Keep it and get a full year for just $21.97. You'll also receive 3 free guidebooks: Quick and Healthy Cooking for Men, Burn Fat, Build Muscle, and the Men's Health Guide to Ultimate Intimacy. Don't delay. Call now for your free trial issue and 3 books. Get in on the secret.
Call 1-800-807-3131 now.
The King brothers, separated at birth. George King went to a family that subscribed to fishing magazines. James's family subscribed to the Wall Street Journal. 28 years later, George lives with his parents, while his brother James started a B2B web company and went public with a record first-day pop. Food for thought, especially since you can get 13 weeks of the Wall Street Journal for just 57 cents a day. That's 25% off the regular rate.
Call 800-249-8900. That's 800-249-8900.
For the Wall Street Journal.
Its 1,500-acre campus sits at nearly 5,000 feet, one of the highest universities in America. Its medicine, genetics, and engineering programs are ranked among the highest in the nation. Its graduates have claimed the world's highest honors, including the Pulitzer, Tony, Emmy, and Academy Awards. So if you want a truly higher education, consider the University of Utah, now celebrating 150 years of bringing out the highest in all of us.
It's a 5-point game at the half. The Utah Utes, number 20 in the country, lead the Cowboys of Wyoming. Coach Mack is in the house. Ron McBride back there, the head football coach of the University of Utah, along with the other coach, Herb Brown. Rich Waltz with you at the half. Our theme today as we hit our scores, Herb, is it's not a good day to be in the top 25 because there were some upsets today.
Were there ever? Let's take a look at them.
All right, let's hear our scoreboard. And it's for the top 25. First, we start with Auburn going down in overtime on the road at Ole Miss. Duke wins on the road at Wake Forest. They're number 6. And UConn at number 7 beats Georgetown 67-47. But look what happened to Kansas. Big time. Quinn Snyder with a big win. Michigan State beats Northwestern. Tonight in the Mountain West Conference, Air Force is at New Mexico. Colorado State at BYU. That's going to be an interesting ball game. And San Diego State trying to get in the win column in the conference at UNLV. And the next time you'll see us, the Mountain West Game of the Week, Casper's Kambala will be on display. Bill Bano will be there. And it'll be in Moby Arena, home of Colorado State. Cedric Goodwin. It's next week on ESPN+. Today, we're in the Hunstman Center. Utah 37, Wyoming 32.
inspiration for the new LeSabre didn't just come from a research center or design facility. It also came from your family. Introducing the all-new 2000 LeSabre, re-engineered with more safety features than any other car in its class. The new 2000 LeSabre by Buick.
It's a place where cowboys still roam the range, where falcons soar and cougars prowl. It's a legendary place where the ram and the wolf are equals, and the spirit of the rebel is joined by the hearts of ancient warriors. It's a place where winning or losing is not as important as where you play the game. The Mountain West Conference.
When cold winds begin to blow and storm clouds start to grow, don't let
with its legendary four-wheel drive capability,
drive you to despair, just make an angel.
Jeep Grand Cherokee can go where no ordinary 4x4 can. See your Utah Jeep dealer.
America First Credit Union lets you choose the way you want to do business with them. Now, Rulin, he insists on going to a branch even for the simplest things, like making a deposit or a money transfer. But since America First has better online financial services, I check my account balance, apply for loans, even pay all of my bills right from home. However you like to bank, America First makes it easy, even if computers make you feel like a fish out of water. Rulin, when are you going to get with it and get online?
Just went through the one before
37-32, Utah on top of Wyoming. Now time for our Buick first half stats. Irv, what jumps out at you?
Well, the shooting hasn't been real good. That surprised me. I thought they would shoot better. Rebounding, Utah came back and did a good job after being outboarded early.
Well, the word from the locker room is not good.
No.
Talking about Anthony Blake's, they feel may have broken that ankle. We'll check in with him after this.
Hey there. Time for a holiday. So switch off your computers and take a national holiday with National Car Rental. Spend some time with National Heroes. Or visit a national treasure. Join the National Football League. Or take your kids to a national park. But wherever you go, National will get you there fast. Because with hundreds of locations nationwide, it's hard to find a place that's not a national city. Whoa! National Car Rental. What are you waiting for? Let's go!
Why are business travelers choosing Sleep Inn? The well-lit grounds, the electronic locks, the walk-in showers, complimentary breakfast. Because it's a place that understands the needs of the business traveler. It's all those things. Plus the service.
Hey, knock it off.
Is incredible. If you're traveling on business, stay at Sleep Inn, in a class by itself.
To build the new LeSabre, we didn't just look to research numbers or test scores. We also took a good look at your family. Introducing the all-new 2000 LeSabre, re-engineered with more safety features than any other car in its class. The new 2000 LeSabre by Buick.
Today's Mountain West game is brought to you by Sleep Inn. The next time you travel, stay at Sleep Inn in a class by itself. By National Car Rental. What are you waiting for? Let's go! And by Las Vegas. It's anything and everything. Make your escape today. Call your travel agent. Irv, keep your tips down the hill.
I've heard that.
Deer Valley. Just a gorgeous place. As they had some snow here this morning, which made a lot of the operators, the ski lift operators and folks that are into that stuff, very, very happy. We were told by the Wyoming training staff that they examined Anthony Blake's ankle. They feel that the possibility may have chipped a bone.
There is Blake. Lonnie Jensen is the trainer, and he said this guy wants to play. He's a tough kid. Let's see if he can.
Yeah, he had 6 early points. Boy, I'll tell you what, though, watching him in the layup line and the shoot-around, he was in an awful lot of pain. He can barely run, let alone shoot the ball and play and rebound. He was limping noticeably. I'd be surprised if we do see him.
I would, too. Medela is back in. Remember, he played just a few minutes. He is their leading scorer.
Brett McFall will get the minutes of Blake. Althoff hits a 2.
How tough is that? 7-footer can go inside and touch like that.
7-point lead is the biggest of the ball game for Utah. Wyoming had the lead early. Utah made a nice run midway through that first half, and then Wyoming charged at the end of the half. McFall lost it. Nice hands, Irv. Good play. You still got it. Boy, Steve McLean is really in a tough spot right now. Without Anthony Blake's, his top scorer, one of his best rebounders, and he's playing on the road at Utah. Davis's turnaround, no good.
You have a feeling if they're going to get it done, they're going to have to make some threes. They're out of bounds. Utah is not as sharp as Rick Majerus would like them to be. This is not mission impossible for Wyoming, but I just believe he's taking a look at Rick. You're going to have to get it done from the outside. Too tough inside with these guys. You drive to try and pick up fouls, but post up is, as we're looking at right now, it's tough.
And Wyoming did not shoot that well in the first half, just 35%. Foul, nice. Count it. If they get more shots like that, their percentage is going to go up. Marcus Bailey.
This guy is going to be a very good basketball player. He just needs to get over being a freshman. This kid played Cheyenne East High School last year. Now here he is playing in the Mountain West. He goes up strong, puts it off the glass. Got a chance to make it a three-point play.
And he does. Nate Altoff picked up his third personal. So Medela has 2. Altoff now with 3. It's something to watch for Utah. Medela throws up the 3. Jones tips it loose. Here comes McMillan. Bailey. This is Jones over Altoff. The follow is good by Marcus Bailey, and all of a sudden Wyoming has made it a 2-point ball game.
Marcus Bailey's father's played at the university. Heck of a job. 5 points the last 2 possessions for him.
Killian. Medela. They'd like him to shoot the 3. Gives it off to Altoff, and Davis fouls him.
This is every bit as important as a bucket. And that's what Medela does. Nice dish. Goes to the hole hard. When pressure comes, he dishes, does a good job. So Altoff, who has really shown us some touch, he's shown us some inside ability, living at the line today.
11 now for Altoff. Third personal on Josh Davis.
This guy might be the best at bringing big people along. Doliak. I saw Michael Doliak, and I just thought he's a big, tough kid. By his senior year, he's a first-round draft pick.
He was pretty polished when he left here. Keith Van Horn isn't too bad either.
Not too shabby.
And you're right, the transformation of Medela has been fun to watch as well. Wyoming ball. Pokes down 4. McMillan. Stripped. Killian.
Bob Stafford with the call on the reach hit, so the ball will be inbounded.
Second personal on Killian. Rick Majerus is Utes, number 20 in the country. Steve McLean and the Pokes come in at 11 and 7, 1 and 2 in conference.
I talked to Lee Moon, the athletic director. He really believes that this program is not. He believes this program next year with the guys coming back who are sitting down is a top 25 program. At least been around the block. He doesn't just blow some smoke.
I don't think Steve McLean wants to talk about next year yet.
Not yet. Jones doing a good job down low on Medela front.
Colbert, baseline drive. Can't finish. Jones the rebound. Off to McMillan. Wyoming still in this game, down 4. Jones over Altoff. Hit that one.
That's a great move. That's a move for a young kid. You want a shot. Look at somebody's feet. They always back up. 2-point game. Now the crowd trying to get him going.
Crowd really has not been a factor in this one. Lob pass, Jensen. He got it back and finished.
That's where he just kills it. He is relentless on the offensive glass. There are 3 people around him. There wasn't any backside help. He misses the layup, then comes back and gets a stick back.
Davis will take the 3 and hit it. Josh Davis has 8 points.
Tough kid, has had some ankle injuries. This is very nice for Wyoming because he's in the basketball game. He's usually sitting down next to his coach with foul problems.
He's got 3 right now. He's got to be careful. And Wyoming is within a point. Altoff. Killian off a screen. He got it. It's a 3. 8 now for Killian.
Like his game, works hard on both ends of the court.
4-point Utah lead. Davis. Here comes Colbert. Medela wants it, and it's kicked. McMillan got a foot on it. They'll reset the clock and take a timeout. A little over 4 minutes of escape from the second half. Utah on top of Wyoming.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm a model. You know what I mean? And I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Every once in a while, however, something unusual happens. We slow down. We come together. And that is when the Earth really starts spinning. That's why we are doing what we can to make it easier for the human race to stay united.
4-point ball game. How do you stop Alex Jensen on the boards?
I haven't seen anybody able to do it yet. Alex Jensen, who has 9 rebounds, and 3 of those are this variety, offensive boards. Alex Jensen, one of only 2 people ever have a triple-double. As you look at his numbers in this building, the other guy's the best point guard ever, Magic Johnson. Alex Jensen can play.
Killian misses that 3. Man. Killian got a hand on it. And here comes Jeremy Killian. Medal fouled by McMillan before the pass. Killian has a motor that doesn't stop.
He's always going 22 miles an hour, isn't he? Alomar Junior College is his coach. Rick Majerus was the head coach at Ball State and Marquette. He's with the Milwaukee Bucks. I thought he and Don Nelson were just a terrific combo together. Worked very well.
Medela, another long 3. He hasn't hit from out there today.
He didn't sweat. He had to sit down the whole first half. Tough to get going.
He's 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. Jones against Alton. Against the double team. Ouch. The tip doesn't go, and down goes Bailey. Here comes Harvey. And he's fouled on a reach by McMillan.
Well, that Bailey did a good job sneaking in. He isn't able to finish at this end, but just does a good job. Harvey is very, very athletic. Look at the young freshman from Cheyenne. One more time. There's a hard drive by Harvey. This is the other end. There's the foul by McMillan.
McMillan has 2 personals. Harvey hits them both.
Steve McLean worked with Billy Tubb, so you know he wants that up-tempo game.
Jones with a nice move.
He's been terrific tonight. I know he got all those points at BYU, but I really believe he's better tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say, just what he's doing for his club.
Altoff. This is Jensen. 18-footer from Altoff. McMillan on the move. It's a 4-point ball game.
See if they find man the 3-point shooters in the ball game.
Killian has drawn that assignment, and you can see at the bottom of your screen, he's on him tightly. It's a travel and a turnover.
Steve McLean has lost his voice. He can barely get. Got to get him a lemon.
That's not good for a coach.
Very enthusiastic, energetic guy. Took him to the NIT last year, beat USC.
It was a pretty good ball club this year.
That's right.
Jensen drop step, finish, and a free throw.
He's just a killer. Something else.
17 for Jensen.
Just smooth. Makes it look easy. Back to the basket. Goes left, goes right. Strong enough to get on the glass. David Hall on the call.
14 fouls.
A double-double for Jensen.
14, What? Alex Jensen at the line.
McFall comes back in for Wyoming. Jensen missed the free throw, and Wyoming gets the ball. Marcus Bailey with his 4th personal. sitting next to Steve McLean. If you just joined us, Anthony Blake, the fine guard from Wyoming, either badly sprained or maybe possibly broken ankle in the first half. Jones, the follow-away, 15-footer.
Keeping them in the basketball game. 4-point lead. They refuse to go away. There's a look at Anthony staying in the game. He's hoping that the X-ray is negative. He wanted to play. Coach just didn't feel it was right.
Killian missed the three. It's a Utah ball. 4-point ball game. The Utes have won 45 straight at home.
They just have great tradition.
Jensen. McMillan. Medela knocked it loose. McMillan got the ball. Numbers for the Pokes. Althoff. Nice pass to Jones.
Boy, these guys won't go away.
14 now for Ladarian Jones.
Traditionally, Wyoming, doesn't matter what the sport is here, they just believe that they can win. You know, a lot of teams come in here and the game is over before it gets started. I've never found that to be true with Wyoming. Doesn't matter if it's football or basketball, they get after you.
Medela, they'll give him that shot. Althoff misses and Jones has the rebound, and Wyoming has an opportunity to tie or take the lead. McMillan will run the show.
Let's see if they find zero. He has been the story. There he is.
He'll take a three. McFall with a hustling rebound to Jones, who finishes.
That is a great effort by McFall. Gives him a pass he can handle. We're tied at 50.
How about this? Wyoming without their best player, Anthony Blake, is tied with Utah. Medela. Jensen. Stripped away. Althoff got it back. He'll get free throws, and that is the 4th personal foul on Josh Davis.
That's tough because Bailey also has 4. They're probably going to have to go to French. Let's see what Steve McLean wants to do. When you make a run like this, and Steve is walking it off right now, what do you do? Do you stay in the game and try and stay competitive? That big front line, well, he's going to put French in.
Nate Althoff to the line. Shooting 2.
Nate Althoff hits the first. And you can get your tickets and make your plans for the Mountain West Conference Tournament, men's and women's tournament. The championships March 8th through the 11th in Las Vegas. Call your school's athletic ticket office for more information. A big difference about this one this year, every team is headed to Las Vegas. So if you buy your tickets now, you're guaranteed to see your school in Las Vegas. Althoff, someone was in the lane early, so wipe out the free throw.
Bob Staffen with the call. French is in for Davis. 1-point game, 12-10 left.
So Josh Davis sits down with his 4 fouls. Jones. McMillan.
Cullen draws Jones.
McMillan will shoot it and miss it. McFall. Can he save it? No. It's out of bounds. And a Utah ball. A 1-point Utah lead. Steve McLean and the Cowboys are hanging in Utah. Wyoming down by a point.
If you're looking for a family adventure, National Car Rental knows the best place to go is the Walt Disney World Resort. You see, National gets you to all the exciting new rides and attractions fast. For a magical adventure your family will never forget. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go with National Car Rental, the official car rental company of the Walt Disney World Resort. Let's go.
It's the fastest growing sport in the country. A sport defined by performance, determination, and teamwork. The pros know when conditions lean to the extreme, you gotta go with the performer. And the 66 team is driven to perform. To protect your engine start to finish, drive with Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Premium Quality Motor Oil.
Proof again that Phillips 66 is the performance company.
Yeah, I'll be leaving on the 18th. Sometime in the morning, back on the 21st. What's the last flight out? Oh, what's the one before that? Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and book that one.
You know, Dad, this isn't brain surgery.
Now, Southwest Airlines gives you the freedom to plan and purchase your flight online. It's so easy. Even a grown-up can do it.
Now all you need is the confirmation number. Can I go play now?
One-point ball game, Utah on top of Wyoming. Ladarian Jones, 16 points right now, and a flurry of activity from the big kid.
Well, he kept them in the game when they looked like they're in trouble. Here's a hard drive after McFall does a terrific job getting the ball. 7 of 17. Watch Darian again. Goes to his left, squares up. We got ourselves a ball game.
A 16.6 rebound night so far from Jones. Phil Cullen is in the game for Utah, as is Jeff Johnson. Colbert cutting to the bucket. Harvey. Cullen has missed all 5 of his shots, now 6 of his shots today. And Jones has his 7th rebound. Wyoming has a chance to take the lead.
Let's see if they post Jones up. They've changed assignments. Jensen has him on the wing.
French got it back. Mann is a good 3-point shooter, but he misses that one.
See who gets this one.
It's going to be a Utah foul on Gary Colbert, his first.
3 team fouls on Utah, 5 on Wyoming.
And here comes Hanno.
Mello just with the 1 basket in 11 minutes.
First foul on Colbert, 13 foul for Utah.
Metal is back in. He'll join Jensen.
2/3 of that front line has 30 points between them. They really played. Look at the contact down low. They're killing each other. Look at French.
And Medela. McFall. This is McMillan. Mann, a 3, a long one. Medela has the rebound. Up ahead for Johnson. Stolen nicely by French. And here comes Wyoming, still down a point. Jones took the pass that was headed for McFall and then walked with it.
1-point game with 10:33 left. Here's the foul count. Wyoming has committed 5. Utah 3. You've gotten a good one, so they let them play.
Three-pointers tonight. Utah is right. Well, Utah at 28%, well under their season average. Wyoming just a shade under theirs. Still a 1-point Utah lead. Harvey. This is Medela. And he comes up short. Jensen is fouled by McFall.
Jensen is always in the right place at the right time. Meta is having one of those nights after sitting out. Can't find it. Jensen bails him out.
Marcus Bailey and Josh Davis are on the Wyoming bench with 4 personal fouls. And that one on Brett McFall is his 3rd person.
Quietest I've ever heard it.
This has been a very quiet crowd. I don't know if it's in reverence to you, Irv, being in the building, or if they're just a little bit, maybe it's the early start. They're used to those 10 o'clock Big Monday starts around here.
That'll happen this Monday.
It's 1 in the afternoon.
Now they're getting going a little bit.
French. Oh, the steal by Colbert. And the finish.
That's what Colbert gives you. He'll take away those passing lanes. Now they're excited here. 5-point game.
Jones.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Steve McClain doesn't like that at all. Team's got to be careful. You don't want to get one here now. In a good time, he's still in the basketball game.
His team has shown a lot of guts today. They are low on bodies. They are high on fouls right now. Harvey. Medela out to Jensen. Got a man in the air. A 15-footer won't go down for him. Jensen's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, this is on Alex Jensen. That's 14 fouls.
Taking the foul call on Utah, number 50, Alex Jensen.
Only his second personal. 5-point ball game. Wyoming trying to cut into it. Marcus Bailey back in the ball game. Bailey on the move, and he finishes. The freshman, the hometown kid out of Cheyenne, has got 10 points.
And all of a sudden, you're seeing the coming out party for Bailey. Bailey and Jones have been the offense.
Medela. Oh, offensive. It's his third personal.
French is a tough kid. He understands the game. Did he flop? Doesn't matter. It's up to the official to make that decision. To cut it to one or tie with a 3.
I think Medela made the call easy by bringing the elbow up. This is Bailey.
Well, he caught a break. I'll guarantee if Bailey got up in the air, and Stephen Plain knows he caught a break, there's no place to go when you're up in the air.
Jensen's third personal. And all of a sudden, Medela, Jensen, and Althoff have 3 personal. The Hunstman Center, longest home court winning streak in the country. Utah's won 45 straight. Wyoming is playing well, down by just 3 without their best player. Anthony Blake's out with an ankle injury. He's been gone since the early parts of the first half. And Utah causes a turnover. Johnson. Utes get into their offense. Johnson on the drive. Acrobatic. Cleaned up by French. Here comes Wyoming. Brett McFall has picked up Blake's minutes and played pretty well. Oh, great play by Jensen.
That's the best play of the night. That's unbelievable what that guy does. Does anybody know this guy in America? He's unbelievable.
Jensen with 19 points. Medela, no whistle. Johnson gets it with the whistle. And Brett McFall will pick up his 4th personal.
Man is coming back in. You're looking at 3-point efforts now. Watch Alex Jensen. And that's why you get excited. Hey, there are a lot of shooters in the country. There's a lot of jumpers. How many people do what this guy does? He skin his knees up and get an assist.
He is the most valuable player on this ball club.
This guy's got to be just a joy to coach. Plays for a very demanding coach who expects everything to be done the right way.
Jeff Johnson with a 3-point play. Utah stretches their lead to 6.
Why are business travelers choosing Sleep Inn? The well-lit grounds, the electronic locks, the walk-in showers, complimentary breakfast. Because it's a place that understands the needs of the business traveler. It's all those things. Plus the service.
Hey, knock it off.
Is incredible. If you're traveling on business, stay at Sleep Inn, in a class by itself.
Family. Isn't it about time?
Early to bed, early to rise.
I've got to get you out of here before Dr. Crane gets up.
Shame on the moon.
Hello, Joe. I just came by to give Daphne a kiss. Frazier.
Monday at a special time on KJazz TV.
With AT&T Digital One Rate, this is no ordinary phone. It's my you can reach me in Austin, then Denver, then Philly phone. My, hey, let me pick up the kids today phone. My, I'm working from home today phone. My, hey, honey, Michael made Blackbell phone.
The world of wireless has changed. AT&T Digital One Rate. No roaming or long-distance charges across 50 states. And now you can have AT&T Digital One Rate starting at $59.99 a month.
58-52, Utah on top of Wyoming. You can check out all the latest news and stats at the Mountain West Conference website. Log on to www.mountainwestconf.com. That's what Herb does nightly. Herb spends way too much time on the web.
My problem.
Yes. Coach McBride.
He's a good guy. Got him snowmobiling this morning.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Well, he had his recruits. Boy, they really came on. Did a heck of a job at the end of the year.
Let's see what Wyoming comes with. Out of the timeout, Josh Davis is back in the ball game along with Marcus Bailey. They both have 4 fouls. This is Bailey. Bailey takes the 3. Missed it. And here comes Utah, 6-point lead. A chance to stretch it.
They'll go to Medela.
Brett McFall is on the bench. He has 4 personals for Wyoming. And of course, they're without Anthony Blake. There's Davis with a steal. He looks just like Jensen on that one. And Wyoming has it back, down 6.
Could be man time. Watch number 52. That's the guy they'll try and set a pick for. When he came out, Steve McLean said, keep shooting, they'll drop.
That one does not drop. Althoff has yet another rebound. That's 8 now for Althoff.
Watch Utah's footwork, Rich. The game is played with the feet. It's a 40-minute game. You only handle the ball 5 minutes. The people who take care of their tennis court, they usually win.
That's almost a double dribble. The ball must have been tipped. Medela's shot is short. Wyoming gets the rebound. And here comes Marcus Bailey up ahead to McMillan.
All right, man's on the right wing. He draws Harvey.
Bailey working against Jensen. Ladarian Jones on the bench right now getting a rest. This is French in the lane. And he's fouled. The reach will go on Colbert.
They'll go 1-and-1. Hard drive by French. Hooter High School in Fort Collins, Colorado. Might have gotten the call to shoot 2. So he's going to have to make that first one. 17 fouls on both teams. 1-on-1 the rest of the way.
Jeremy Killian back in for Utah. Tony Harvey sits down. An opportunity that slips by Wyoming. Killian. Utah a 6-point lead. Killian's 3. For the rebound.
Impressive defense by Mann. He really jumped up there to get a hand in the face. People don't shoot as effectively with a hand in the face.
Mann will shoot it with 2 hands in his face. He'll get it into Davis, who scores somehow on a difficult angle scoop shot.
5 minutes left. That was a heck of an effort there. Steve McLean immediately called a timeout.
Josh Davis.
Look at this effort here. This guy was really good as a freshman. He had some nagging ankle injuries, and he's been in foul trouble throughout his short career at Wyoming. Down low, here it is. That's not easy. Althoff's a pretty good defender. He moves his feet.
Davis with his 10th point. Utah and Wyoming not shooting the ball well.
No, they really haven't.
Which obviously has helped Wyoming stay in this ball game.
Oh, definitely. Well, in Medela, you count on him for anywhere from 15 to 20 every night. He sat out, foul, foul trouble.
Yeah, he has just 2 on 1 of 5 shooting. Jensen has 19 for Utah. He's 6 of 14, though. The timeout, Ladarian Jones checks back in for Wyoming. Jensen. Stripped away. Jones got a piece. McMillan lost it.
All right, David Hall comes right in and says jump ball.
Yeah, possession arrow to Wyoming.
I'll tell you something, that's a good call. There wasn't any advantage there. You're an old baseball guy. David Hall is a pretty good left-handed pitcher. A pretty good Uncle Charlie.
Just in case that's needed today.
That's right.
All right.
Just like point that out.
We got that going for us, which is nice. Jones. Jones will take a 3. Wyoming has been unable to get a 3. Scores from around the country. Top 25. Some top teams going down. Saw Auburn go down. That one drops for Killian.
Big shooter's bounce, a 3. That's a 7-point lead. That equals their high. Look at that explosion.
McMillan, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
He just exploded through that seam. You're not going to get a layup against Utah. We've said that too many times. But you're going to get fouled. Watch the explosion here. You talk about quickness.
Nate Altoff picks up his 4th personal.
Well, they like to block up high, but he's all over down low.
And McMillan gets 2 free throws. And he hits the first. Important now for Wyoming, now that they're under 5 minutes, to take advantage of every opportunity to get points.
You're on the road. You got to make your pitches. You got them both.
5 points for McMillan, who's played a good game. And he's played the entire game. He's not come out.
Well, they really feed off his energy. Times I watch Wyoming, and he's got that energy and feeling good and strong and driving. They play pretty effectively. They've done a terrific job here today.
Back to a 5-point game. We're under 4 minutes left. Utah trying to extend the nation's longest home winning streak. It sits at 45 games. Duke is right behind him at 44 games. Medal up. And more importantly, Utah trying to go 3-0 in the Mountain West Conference.
And Wyoming lost a home game to CSU. So you're trying to pick one up on the road to get it back to even.
Harvey throws up a shot, and the long rebound comes to McMillan. Up ahead, Jones. He's fouled.
Let's see if they give it to him. They do.
He'll get the free throw.
Bob Staffen with the call. Gives him continuation. Look at this effort here from the steal. This guy has been terrific. Good pass. There's the foul.
And
Jones.
And a good call.
And you know what? You can be a good feeder if you have a closer. This guy closed the deal.
And he makes the free throw. Huge three-point play for Wyoming. There should be a timeout, and it took Steve McLean jumping out of his seat to inform the scorers table. Wyoming is still in it, down 3.
Remember life in the fast lane? I do. First you meet, then you get married, and things slow down.
Yeah, right.
To help you keep up, drive the supercharged Regal GS Sport Sedan. Plenty of room, standard traction control, and the most power in its class. And now, Regal comes with something that'll make it even easier to drive. Regal by Buick, official car of the supercharged family.
When the moon is in the 7th house, Jupiter aligns with Mars. Peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. It's a whole new age of consumer power. With Priceline.com, millions of beautiful people have named their own price and saved a load of bread on the things they want and need. Can you dig it? Age of Aquarius. Aquarius.
If you want to experience real football, watch it on a Mitsubishi HD TV. Available from RC Willey. At RC Willey, nobody beats RC Willey, nobody.
61-59, number 20 Utah by only 2 on top of Wyoming. Our sleep-in game summary Anthony Blake's out with an injured ankle, but Ladarian Jones with his 19 points and 7 rebounds has kept Wyoming in the game. Utah has not shot the ball well, and as always, Alex Jensen is having a big day. Jensen has to come in and rescue the inbounds pass.
Wyoming with two more field goals than Utah. The difference is a 3.
It's a 2-point ball game. Medela turning and scoring. Medela. He only had 2 points before that one. His first bucket of the second half. And now Wyoming will try to answer with 3 minutes left in this ball game. Utah has not lost a conference game since 1998. Driving is Bailey. Bailey again, he scores.
He has been sensational. Young kid. People felt that he was a little tender and timid in the early going. And here he comes in against the toughest defensive team in the conference. He's been terrific.
The last conference game Utah lost was to Wyoming. Up in Laramie.
Boy, every possession's important now. It'll always come down to the same thing. Free throws.
Oh, a little inside out to Medela. He'll get a free throw.
Medela with 4 points the last 2 possessions. Got a chance to kick this lead now to 5. Really well done with the pass. This is the place to feed the post. You feed the post from out front. There's no backside help. Well done by Jensen.
Bradley Mann gets the foul. Medela a 3-point play, and a very large one. Let's see if Wyoming has enough left in the tank. Jones against Jensen. Mann off a screen. It's a 3, and he missed it. Harvey. He had a pretty clean look at that, Earth.
Did have a good look. Ball just didn't go down. Rick will take a little time off the clock now. They'll spin it around pretty good. Watch him reverse it. Medela has been crucial. Hard to handle him down low, and Jensen trying to feed the post up top. Most people don't know how to feed the post. Jensen does.
Jensen trying to feed himself. Medela to Harvey. Here come the posts. McMillan on the break. It's a 5-point ball game. Utah on top. Nifty move by Chris McMillan. Minute and a half left. Oh, blocked by Johnson, who lands on McMillan.
And they keep it in play. That's why Kevin McHale was so good. He kept it in play. That may be the biggest play of the game. 1:13 left. Got the basketball and a 5-point lead thanks to that block.
Wyoming needs another defensive stop.
Shot clock at 17. McGarrett will take it down to 9, maybe 8. Under a minute to play.
Harvey. Better get going. Killian. Oh, a foul. With a few seconds left on the shot clock.
19 foul for the Cowboys.
Last possession, McMillan. This is Johnson with the foul, or rather with the block. On the other end, Steve McLean wanted a foul, or didn't want that foul. He almost had his defensive stop. But Utah will get free throws with 45 seconds left and a 5-point Utah lead. Next week, our Mountain West game of the week, Colorado State and UNLV up in Fort Collins. It's next Saturday here on ESPN Plus, 1 Mountain, noon Pacific. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Part of the Go Network, go.com. Ladarian Jones with 19. Alex Jensen with 19. And it's going to be Jeremy Killian who goes to the line and gets 2 free throws here. Steve McLean getting an explanation right now. Utah went until the very last second before getting that shot away.
Shooting 2.
Killian misses the first. It's a 5-point Utah lead, 45 seconds left. He missed them both. Jensen keeps it alive, and Jensen comes away with a rebound. Wyoming has to foul Killian. McMillan before the shot. No, he'll get the bucket.
And that'll do it.
A free throw. And that should do it.
Steve McLean will take a timeout. All right, let's pick it up. This could be the one that makes this guy very happy, getting his 46 in a row if it holds up. There it is, hard. Not enough strength to get up. One more time. He's a pretty strong kid. This guy spent a lot of time in the weight room. You get the ball up, the left hand like that, you're working hard. 68-61, 32 seconds left. It looks happened, but it's unlikely, isn't it?
Well, Killian, remember, missed 2 free throws, but the offensive rebound by Jensen, obviously, pretty darn large. And Jensen now with his 13th rebound. He has 19 points, and Killian will get a chance to finish this. Wyoming has played virtually the entire game without Anthony Blakes. Anthony Blakes, their leading scorer, injured his ankle 6 minutes in. Jensen's in the lane early. They won't call it. There are a bunch of guys that fell right over into the lane. It's an 8-point ball game. Utah on top. Here comes McMillan.
Got to get it up quick.
It'll stay Wyoming's ball, but there's only 23 seconds left. 8-point ball game.
And there's a look at a very disappointed guy. He was having a heck of a game. Anthony Blakes, after 6 minutes, don't know if somebody stepped on the foot or he just turned it over.
Man, a 3. Utah, so good on the board. And Wyoming will not foul. Steve McLean has called off the Cowboys. And Utah will run their record to 14-3. The Utes have not lost a home conference game, or rather a home game, since '96. They haven't lost a conference game since '98. Rick Majerus and the Utes, with a big win, will return to Salt Lake City. You're watching Mountain West basketball on ESPN+.
Hey, boy, I'll go for a little walk, get a little exercise.
Again?
Hi, Steve.
All right, let's do it.
I didn't expect to see you this morning.
Yeah, right. You call this exercise?
Hey.
This is getting my heart rate up.
Oh, yeah, he loves these walks, don't you, boy?
Sure. Good cardio.
Feel better?
Way better.
Now it's my turn.
Now that's a workout. Hey, Steve. Come on, boy. Want to go for a walk? Get real. Get a treadmill.
Get to NordicTrack.com and save $300 on the PT1750 treadmill.
L.A. No way. Chicago? You wish. Portland? Dallas.
Since retiring, Frank Layden has heard all sorts of offers. The one he really likes? Did somebody say McDonald's? Everyone's trying to get in on this offer. McDonald's 2 for $2 Quarter Pounder with cheese sandwiches. Or for breakfast, 2 for $2 breakfast burritos. 2 classic tastes, all for only $2. So come jazz it up at McDonald's.
Who do they think they're dealing with?
What does Market Fresh mean to you? To Brandy Gibson, senior produce buyer at Smith's, it's knowing the finest growers, the ones who grow the very best. To Kyle Day, it's bringing his years of experience to quality control. To Larry Washington, Market Fresh means on...
Away, their fine forward, he's out for the season, but then they lose their best player. Anthony Blakes goes down, ankle injury, doesn't play. They stayed in the ball game.
I thought they did a heck of a job. I thought Jones and Bailey just really played tremendous basketball down the stretch. The veteran Utah ball club, their front line, I just thought did a terrific job. Great game. Wyoming, I think, has sent a message to a lot of people. They're to be reckoned with, particularly when they're playing Laramie.
I think that the big question now is the health of Blakes' ankle. We were told by the training staff that it was examined, not x-rayed. They thought there was a possibility there might be a chip or something in it. They weren't sure. Blakes came out, tried to go in the second half in warm-ups, couldn't make it. If that ankle is severely injured and he's out for a period of time, I think that's a real handicap for Wyoming.
You know, as tough as he is, and he is a tough kid, he wanted to play badly. I don't have a good feeling about that. They need the X-ray. I thought that Steve McLean did the right thing not playing him. You don't know what's going to happen there. They're just going to have to make do until he comes back, or if he doesn't come back at all. I thought McFall did a nice job filling in.
All right, Utah is sailing along right now, Irv. It's 46 in a row at home. But you know what? Their last two games in the conference were not decisive wins. They won in the last minute down at Brigham Young. This one went down to the final minute and a half. What's happened here? Is it that the Mountain West is catching up to Utah right now, or are the Utes just not playing well?
No, they're not cohesive yet. I think if you talk to Rick Majerus, he'll tell you that they're really not cohesive. They don't get that much from their guards. Remember, they had Andre Miller, who ran a terrific ship. Now, they still have the great front line. They still play defense and everything. But, you know, when you had Andre Miller, you really had something else. Now, keep in mind, today, Medla didn't play very much basketball. That makes a big difference.
Our final stats brought to you by Buick. Neither team shot the ball well from beyond the arc or from inside the arc, for that matter. They shot it well from the free throw line. Rebounds were pretty even. I think Wyoming accomplished statistically just about everything they wanted to do coming into this game.
They did. Here was a huge play. Colbert came up with a pick when they really needed it, and I thought this was one of the important plays of the game. Takes care of the passing lanes, and Colbert, who's got that quickness, goes in at the time. I thought that was huge. And Jensen, boy, how much sounds like a press agent for him, both of us, but Alex Jensen just does everything.
That's all right. I think we can read the disclaimer now. We're both big Alex Jensen fans, and there's a lot to like about him. Now for this Utah team, they've got to get ready for Big Monday on ESPN. They've got Colorado State coming in here on Monday night.
Yeah, Colorado State is an exceptional three-point shooting team. In fact, they were leading the nation last time I looked. We talked about Cedric Goodwin. This should be a good basketball game, and let me tell you something. If it's as good as the one today, the fans are really going to enjoy it.
All right, next week, Fort Collins. It's Colorado State and UNLV on Saturday.
That should be fun.
Have a good ball game. All right. It was a good one here today as this Utah team stretches the longest home winning streak in the country to 46 games. Number 20 beats Wyoming 69-61 for Irv Brown. I'm Rich Waltz. Goodbye from Salt Lake City.
Hey, boy, wanna go for a little walk? Get a little exercise.
Again?
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Mrs. Wilson.
I didn't expect to see you this morning.
Yeah, right. You call this exercise?
Hey.
This is getting my heart rate up.
Oh, yeah, he loves these walks. Don't you, boy?
Sure. Good cardio.
Feel better?
Way better.
Now it's my turn.
Now that's a workout.
Hey, Steve. Come on, boy. Want to go for a walk? Get real. Get a treadmill.
Get to NordicTrack.com and save $300 on the PT 1750 treadmill.
L.A. No way. Chicago? You wish. Portland? Dallas?
Since retiring, Frank Layden has heard all sorts of offers. The one he really likes? Did somebody say McDonald's? Everyone's trying to get in on this offer. McDonald's 2 for $2 Quarter Pounder with cheese sandwiches. Or for breakfast, 2 for $2 breakfast burritos. 2 classic tastes, all for only $2. So come jazz it up at McDonald's.
Who do they think they're dealing with?
What does Market Fresh mean to you? To Brandy Gibson, senior produce buyer at Smith's, it's knowing the finest growers, the ones who grow the very best. To Kyle Day, it's bringing his years of experience to quality control. To Larry Washington, Market Fresh means on-time delivery. And to Katana Phillips, it's using her skills to give you every penny's worth of freshness.
Smith, Market Fresh every day. Smith.
You're watching KJAZ Television, home of the Mountain West Conference and ESPN's regional telecast. Today's game is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. Your Utah Dodge dealers, Dodge different. Smith's Food and Drug Center, Market Fresh every day. Proform Health and Fitness, get there, R.C. Willey. Nobody beats R.C. Willey, nobody. And by AT&T, it's all within your reach, AT&T.
You're watching KJAZ TV, home of Frasier. The following is a KJAZ TV sports presentation.
Welcome back to the Jon M. Hunstman Center, everybody, here on the campus of the University of Utah, where the Utes have just defeated the Wyoming Cowboys in Mountain West Conference play by a score of 69-61. Hi, everybody. Steve Brown, and welcome here once again. 3-0 now, the Utes in Mountain West Conference play. A hard-fought physical game here this afternoon that you've just witnessed right here on KJAZ TV. And, of course, Utah hampered by the fact that Hunstman picked up 2 fouls in the first couple of minutes of the first half. And as is Rick Majerus wont, he sat him down the entire first half. That's the way Rick plays it, and the Utes had to fare without Hano. To Hano's credit, he struggled the entire day. However, he did let the game come back to him, and so that was the good news for the University of Utah. But they win it by a score of 69-61. This Wyoming Cowboy team, a physical team, a bruising team, and a team that Rick Majerus was a little afraid of because of that physical nature. Meantime, for Utah, well, they got a great performance by Alex Jensen, also Nate Althoff, and the big front four of the Utes coming through when they had to, but they needed it today because, as I said, Wyoming did about everything right that they could. Let's go to the game highlights on this one and take a look at it. Early in the first half, it was Phil Cullen dishing to Jeremy Killian. He would drive and pull up for the jump shot, and the Utes led 7-6. The Cowboys all playing scrappy basketball. Jeff Johnson tries the steal, but Wyoming recovered, and Bradley Mann drains a 3. One of 5 threes for the Cowboys in the first half. The Utes can hit from downtown as well, though. They call him the gun and Utes. Tony Harvey gets the kind bounce, and Utah takes a 37-32 lead into the locker room. In the second half, it was Alex Jensen. Watch the nice little spin move here, and the basket, and the foul. Utah's lead goes to 50-44. Hunstman, as we said, struggling a little bit, misses the baseline layup, but there's Johnson to clean things up with the offensive putback and the foul. Metala, though, as we said, patient, let the game come to him despite the fact that he struggled. He redeems himself, dropping this one, and Utah goes up by 5. The 22nd ranked Utes remain unbeaten in conference play, 69-61. Let's bring in